Did you know a single transmission repair can cost anywhere from $300 to $1,400? Replacing one entirely can set you back $4,000 to $7,000. In this video, we're revealing the top 10 used cars with the worst transmission problems. Vehicles so unreliable they could leave you stranded or broke. Let's start from bad to worse. Number 10. Ford Explorer. According to Consumer Reports, the 2016 and 2020 model years stand out for poor reliability and transmission issues, with drivers reporting problems like harsh shifting, gear slipping, and delayed engagement, issues that can escalate to complete transmission failure in no time. That explains why Ford had to recall approximately 7,000 Explorers in 2016 due to sudden, dangerous downshifts to first gear. This was especially concerning given the potential risks regarding the flaw causing chaos at highway speeds. Around the same time, another recall affected 81,000 units for rear suspension defects. Even newer models aren't good options when it comes to buying a used car. For instance, the 2022 Explorer ranks among Consumer Reports' lowest-rated midsize SUVs. And in terms of car ownership, the 2016 model year has an average maintenance cost of $684 a year, which could increase given that J.D. Power gave the 2016 model year a reliability score of 71 out of 100. Similarly, the 2020 Explorer received a dismal reliability rating of 60 out of 100. Up next is a vehicle whose transmission literally goes rogue. Number 9. Nissan Rogue. The 2011 Nissan Rogue might seem like a smart buy for budget-conscious families. It's affordable, practical, and boasts a decent 170 horsepower engine. But beneath that sensible exterior lies a CVT transmission that's notorious for betraying its owners. In fact, Consumer Reports warns that issues like slipping, overheating, and jerky shifting often strike around 94,000 miles, way too early for a vehicle that should easily hit 200,000. That explains why owners have given this SUV some pretty harsh reviews. For instance, one Edmunds reviewer wrote, "Stay far away from this car. My transmission is shot for the second time, and Nissan is doing nothing about it. They've known about it for years and take no accountability." What makes it worse? Unlike standard transmissions, CVTs can't be repaired incrementally. They require full replacements, costing upwards of $4,000. For a decade-old SUV, that's a tough pill to swallow. Number 8. Nissan Altima. If you're eyeing a used model from 2002 to 2017, prepare for a transmission horror story. These Altimas are plagued by CVT issues. Owners report sluggish acceleration, jerky gear changes, and unnerving whining noises that sound like the car's begging for mercy. And it gets worse. Belts snap, pulleys fail, and repairs pile up. Problems traditional transmissions rarely face. But if there's one model year you should definitely avoid, it's the 2013 Altima. With over 3,000 complaints, especially regarding the poor CVT, this model year won a badge from Car Complaints that's titled "Avoid Like the Plague." Many customers have reported that the transmission gets stuck while driving, and they have to pull over and restart the vehicle. And with warranties long expired, you could be paying for repairs costing over $3,000. Industry analysts believe these failures stem from Nissan's cost-cutting measures, subpar components and flawed engineering, accelerated wear, with most transmissions failing between 80,000 and 100,000 miles. While newer models feature updated CVTs, we'd be cautious before buying a used Nissan Altima. Up next is a used car that might just cost you thousands fixing its shaky transmission. Number 7. Chevrolet Traverse. The Chevy Traverse has earned its reputation as a spacious, dependable SUV since its 2008 debut, but venture into some of the used models, and that reliability crumbles. The 2012 and 2013 model years in particular are notorious for their clunky 6-speed automatic transmissions. Even with its hefty 3.6-liter V6 engine, this ride struggles with sluggish, part-throttle downshifts as the transmission hangs onto higher gears to squeeze out better fuel economy. So it's no surprise owners of this 3-row SUV report agonizingly slow shifts, constant gear hunting, especially on inclines, and a driving experience that turns highway merges into a frustrating ordeal. But it's not just an annoyance. Low fluid levels, grinding noises, burning smells, and sudden gear slips are red flags of a transmission in crisis, and repairs can easily hit $3,000 plus. By the way, the 2009 Traverse is another year to avoid, with many owners reporting transmission failures around 80,000 miles. leaving them with repair bills that outweigh the SUV's value. Number 6. Kia Forte. The Kia Forte lures buyers with sleek looks, great mileage, and a budget-friendly price. But beneath that polished exterior lies a risk you can't ignore. Owners of 2019 models face transmission failures shockingly early, some as soon as 12,000 miles. Some owners reported issues like delayed shifts, unusual noises, and difficulty shifting gears. Some owners also reported a lack of acceleration power at low speeds. The problem grew so severe that Kia recalled 830 vehicles over a critical drive shaft defect. You see, the left axle drive shaft was improperly heat-treated during manufacturing, which left it prone to snapping without warning. A drive shaft that fractures during operation can lead to a sudden and complete loss of drive power. At highway speeds, this defect could result in loss of vehicle control, increasing collision risks. While Kia addressed the recalled vehicles, the broader reliability of 2019 Fortes remains questionable. Non-recalled models frequently exhibit premature transmission problems, including erratic shifting, grinding noises, and unresponsive acceleration. Now let's shift gears to the used cars with the most notoriously bad transmissions. Among them, one stands out for costing its automaker millions in settlements. Number 5. BMW M5 E60. The BMW E60 M5 seems like a dream car. It has a huge V10 engine pumping out 507 horsepower, and used ones don't cost too much. But there's a big problem: the SMG transmission. This is a fancy system that shifts gears for you, but it is pure trouble. At slow speeds, it jerks and stumbles. It also holds gears too long or cuts power out of nowhere. As the car gets older, leaks and breakdowns make it even worse. By the way, these issues started early. Even the new BMW M5 E60s would act up on highways, stuttering or losing power randomly. The SMG can shift fast when it works, but that's not often. Because it's so unreliable, these cars lose value quickly. And most importantly, repairing the SMG transmission can be a nightmare, with costs often exceeding $5,000 for major issues. Parts are expensive, and finding a mechanic experienced with this system can be challenging. So if you still want one, expect big repair bills. Number 4. Nissan Sentra. Buying a used Nissan Sentra could be a tempting option since it offers a lot of affordability in the compact sedan market. So if you are considering one, please don't. Why? You see, models produced between 2012 and 2017 can be a nightmare when it comes to transmission problems. Owners of these vehicles face relentless transmission issues, with the 2013 and 2014 model years standing out as particularly problematic. Hundreds of complaints detail rough shifting, erratic RPM spikes, and sudden power loss, issues that often culminate in complete transmission failure. Nissan acknowledged the crisis by recalling 2013 to 2017 Sentras equipped with defective CVTs. And though Nissan covered the cost of these repairs to ensure the safety and reliability of the Sentra, it didn't help much. Even repaired vehicles continued to suffer from sluggish acceleration, whining noises, and premature wear, with many transmissions failing again before 100,000 miles. Multiple Nissan Sentra models, especially those with CVTs, have a nasty habit of dropping power, stalling out, or even breaking down completely. That makes snapping up a used Sentra a gamble. Before we dive into the final 3 used cars that flop hardest in the transmission game, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to our channel. Number 3. Nissan Pathfinder. The Nissan Pathfinder used to be the tough, reliable SUV you could count on for adventures, but the 2013 and 2014 models lost their path when it came to delivering quality transmission. You see, when Nissan redesigned the Pathfinder to be more like a family car, they created a transmission nightmare that still haunts owners today. What we mean is that by around 60,000 miles, many of these Pathfinders start shaking violently when accelerating, losing power unexpectedly, or just refusing to shift properly. Consequently, many owners have to pay for transmission repair or replacement bills that often exceed $4,000. At the time, Nissan acknowledged the problems with multiple recalls, including one for transmission fluid leaks that could cause dangerous stalling. They issued 11 total recalls for the 2013 model alone. Despite these fixes, many Pathfinders from these years continue to have chronic transmission issues. What's particularly disappointing is how Nissan solved these problems in later models. While 2013 to 2014 Pathfinder owners were left dealing with unreliable transmissions. Sure, you might find one priced under $10,000, but that bargain disappears when you're facing transmission repair and replacement expenses. Number 2. Ford Fiesta Ford's discontinuation of the Fiesta in 2023 marked the end of a troubled era, particularly for models produced between 2011 and 2016. Central to its downfall was the power-shift dual-clutch transmission, a component so flawed it sparked a class action lawsuit. Internal documents later revealed Ford knew about the transmission's defects before production, but instructed dealers to assure customers the erratic behavior was normal. This breach of trust left countless drivers stranded with unreliable cars. Owners described driving these Fiestas as a constant battle, shuddering acceleration, violent 1 to 2 gear shifts, and vibrations that rattle your nerves. Despite repeated repairs, clutch replacements, software updates, even entire transmission overhauls, the issues persisted. Mechanics often dismissed concerns, claiming the behavior fell within factory limits, leaving owners trapped in a cycle of breakdowns and disappointment. The root cause? Ford's cost-cutting choice to use dry clutches instead of smoother, fluid-cooled wet clutches like Audi or Volkswagen's. Dry clutches overheat, slip, and wear fast, especially in stop-and-go traffic. While dual-clutch transmissions promise efficiency, Ford's execution prioritized savings over durability. And in response to mounting backlash, Ford extended the warranty to 10 years or 150,000 miles. But for many owners, it was too late. Number 1. Ford Focus. The same class action lawsuit that exposed Ford's mishandling of the Fiesta's transmission also included the 2012 to 2016 Ford Focus model years. Like its sibling, these Focus models were equipped with the defective power-shift dual-clutch transmission, a component Ford knew was flawed long before drivers did. Internal documents reveal over 20 technical bulletins issued to address recurring issues, yet the automaker continued selling these cars without meaningful fixes. For consumers, owning one of these Focus models felt like a traumatic experience. In fact, the transmission issues started between 30,000 and 60,000 miles for many Ford Focus owners, exactly when you'd expect your car to run smoothly. The transmission shuddered at stoplights, jerked between gears like a nervous student driver, and hesitated so badly that merging onto highways became a gamble. So much so that owners reported spending thousands of dollars in repairs only for the problems to resurface. Eventually, Ford had no option but to agree to a $30 million lawsuit settlement, offering cash payments and buybacks to nearly 2 million affected owners. We hope you enjoyed this video. Tap the screen for more content like this. See you in the next one.